Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. We are live in the shop. I see we've got...
How's it going, Rich? How you doing?
Cut it out, Patrick.
I can't help it.
We're live in the shop. We are short one person today. I don't know if he didn't get out of bed on time or what the case is, but it is me and him today. For now, anyway. Who knows? He may show up later. But today we are talking about what should you do for Valentine's Day. It's coming up. Today is the 14th. We're a month away. So we have to come up with some sort of projects. Thank you, Louis.
Louis Jones.
Right in there with that $10 super sticker. Thank you. And I guess before we get to that, let's just go and say welcome to our almost happy new member. He just became a member today. And of course, Louis donated.
So close to being happy. So
close to being happy. He's almost happy. And of course, Louis donated the $10. But getting back to the comments, I did post a link up at the top of the comments, a pinned link that'll be there throughout the whole show, where you can go over to, a ladybug. You can go over to our blog, Laser Makers Realm. Now, this video is not up there yet, but it will. Oh, look who showed up. Look at him. I told you he was still sleeping.
I wish.
But I do have that link up at the top of the blog that's permanently there, where you can go over to the Laser Makers Realm, top of the comments, where you can go to the Laser Makers Realm and see a replay of this at any time. I will be updating the blog within the hour after the end of the live stream today. So right now it's not up yet. So an hour after the live stream, it'll be up, as well as there'll be a zip package there of files for the projects that I'm doing today. Thank you, Moses.
Thank you, Moses. Jinx, show me a Coke Zero.
So all the files that I'll be doing today will also be below that video on the Laser Makers Realm, and they'll also be in a link underneath the video, the replay as well. So everybody's complaining about the weather. I don't know, it's 72 degrees outside.
Oh, hush.
I don't know why everybody's complaining like that. 56, 62. That's not really frugal.
I've got 25 outside.
25. Yeah, I'm not up for that. But today we're going to be talking about getting prepared. We're only a month away. So, you're probably going to want to get started on some Valentine's Day projects. And the theme of this channel is, quick and easy projects that anybody can make. So I've gotten some quick and easy projects. This is what I've been doing for the last maybe one day. I started an actual project this morning at 8:45 and just finished it a couple of minutes ago. So start to finish, though. I mean, it really was start to finish. I spray painted the wood last night, but so that it would be dry today. But I did do all of the cutting, the engraving, the assembly, the installation of the extra parts, and even the triple coat glaze, which is not quite yet really completely dry, but I'll show you that in a few minutes. Anyway, that's Patrick with Light Source Engraving.
How's it going, Rich? And where's he at today?
Yeah.
And that's Steve, the Hobo with wood, right down there.
And that's Rich, Louisiana Hobby Guy. And we are the Laser Makers Realm.
There you go. Okay. So let's start with Patrick. I know what you've been doing this week because you've been working all week.
Yeah, I've put in my 40 hours at my part-time job. So I didn't get a whole lot done. One thing I do want to show and bring this up is make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because this is the machete I started working on.
I don't know why I can't. Hang on, Patrick, because I wanted to put
That's
you.
not it.
It'll only
Yeah,
put
I
me
don't-
in full screen mode. That is so weird.
Yeah,
If I
it
click
is.
on full screen. All right, go ahead.
So this is gold.
I love that.
That's how it's finished, and I did both sides. So here you go.
Very nice.
But anyway, I'm going to be giving this away on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed.
Oh, cool.
Wow, cool.
This is what I started on the New Year's Eve live stream. I finished it up to the other side the same way, and I'm going to be giving that away.
What laser did you use?
The 60 watt. No, I used the 120 watt with the
Nice.
bigger 300 lens on it.
I love it. Any
But I do have some Valentine's Day things if you guys want to see them, and I can do
sure.
a demo burning these guys today. But I think you'll love these. They're very heartfelt.
You suck less than most people. Patrick has always got like the snarky sayings. I kind of like that. Hashtag I
tolerate you.
Hashtag I tolerate you.
I can't. My screen's too far away. I can't read it.
All right.
That one I definitely can't read.
Hashtag favorite husband.
Nice.
You know, and then this I just need to tweak the settings on it. But this says there is no one I would rather lay in bed beside and look at my phone. So I figure I'll give you those files and you can put those up on the blog too.
Cool. Okay. Just send those to me in a zip package, and I'll put them up under mine. And Steve, what are you doing today for us?
Considering I didn't know we were even live until last night, and then I had the time
Neither did we.
Somebody made a comment in the comments there. Yeah, because last night I said, "Well, it's Sunday at 4." I'll figure it out eventually when we get into a constant groove again.
Yeah, I couldn't comment on your live stream last night because I was watching it in the living room on the TV. So I can't subscribe, comment, do anything from that TV.
Yeah,
but I did send you a message in Messenger.
But I mute all that while I'm live, so I'm not distracted or have beepings. But I do the same thing when I'm watching on TV and you can't comment.
Yeah.
But I'll keep my phone right beside me so I can comment on the phone while I'm watching the TV.
Yeah.
But
I worked 3 days straight at Sam's and came home and was hanging out, and I just didn't even get a chance to peek into your live stream. Sorry about that.
No,
well,
it was unplanned and kind of thrown together, and it turned into more of a chat session than much of anything.
Yeah, but don't worry about it because I don't think any of us had any idea what we were going to do today. And the only reason this morning when I did the thumbnail, I saw the date of the 14th, and I said, "Oh wow, we're a month away from Valentine's Day, so that's what we're doing." And then I got to work on some project. I've I guess you call it recycled some old projects that probably most people here haven't seen. So
I can't remember the sign I did for the patrons. I think the "You Make My Heart Sing" the slat sign.
Yeah,
did I do that on LaserMakersRealm too?
I think so. Yeah,
because that works as both Christmas and Valentine's because it's the hearts and all that. That'd be another one you can rehash for Valentine's. If you hadn't seen that, guys, it should be in one of the previous downloads. Yeah.
So what I did this morning after I realized what was going on, I said, "Oh, well, I need to put together a project." And there is a project that I did 2 years ago on my channel. It was a poorly done video. I'm going to redo that whole video probably tomorrow. But there was a project on a clock that I did for my wife, and I didn't paint the inside of it. So while I did paint the outside red, the inside was natural wood, and it just looks horrible. So this morning I did another one, and last night I had the idea to do this. So I grabbed 2 pieces of wood, brought them out to the shed, and painted them and got them ready for this morning. I knew I was going to do this morning, and I'll show you what
this comment just made me laugh. Chicago Bob. It wasn't excellent. But then he quickly followed up and said was excellent, not wasn't. Sorry, I found that humorous. I knew what he meant as soon as he typed it.
Well, this is the project that I threw together for today. And this is the replacement clock for my wife. And you can see that I don't want to get my finger on the front. I even got a coat of the Rust-Oleum triple thick glaze on there. And this clock mechanism, by the way, is one of my favorite, and this is 2 layers. So the white is the back and the red is the front, and actually 3 because the words up there, the names are cutouts. So this clock mechanism is a pretty incredible little thing. I got this from online somewhere. It's called the perpetual clock. And basically you don't have to, for daylight savings time, you don't have to move it back and forth. You know, in the fall time, it slows down for an hour until an hour goes by. And in the spring, it speeds up for an hour. So you never have to set the clock. And I really love that. And I think it was called it's called either the daylight savings time clock or the perpetual clock. I don't remember. I bought a bunch of them about a year and a half ago, because the clock that we have in our house, that's way up by the ceiling, and there's a big wall unit underneath it. And well, anyway, this clock's way up there, very hard to get to. And it has one of those old mechanisms in it where you have to reset the time every 6 months. So I bought these just to change that out, and I have a few spares. And this is the first time I'm actually using one in another clock. But I love that clock mechanism. It's just a great little thing to have. So today I'm going to do that. And then I've also got a couple of other things that I'm also recycling. One of them is an old CDR file that I've converted to a LightBurn file, which is a heart mandala, several layers of a heart mandala. I've got one on the screen now, which is a set of earrings. And what I did was I cut those earrings out of, let me see, I'm missing that camera, it looks like. Yep, there it is right there. So let me see if I can get a little closer here. Zoom into this. I don't know what. Oh, the power reset. That's right. My son cut all of the power. So everything is. Let me do it on this camera instead. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. This is sparkle earrings. And you can't see it on here either.
I see the sparkles.
You see the sparkling?
Yep.
Well, this is made from silly winks. I don't know if you've ever heard of silly winks. So now you can see the sparkles. So this is silly winks, and what it is it is a foam. It's foam on one side and it's sparkle on the other side. And I used to get this from AliExpress, but now recently I found out that Hobby Lobby carries it, and not only do they carry it, but they have it in the 12-inch by 18-inch size for 99 cents. So it's a great value. Just think of how many earrings you can run off of one sheet of this. So I've got the earrings package that I'm going to make available to you guys, and to I've got the heart mandala, I've got the clock, and something else. I can't remember what the other project is, but it's just going to be a zip package that'll be available after the stream, and it'll give you several different things to choose from for Valentine's Day. So with all that said, I think I'm going to turn the laser on.
I see Jeremy's commenting in chat, and I wonder if he's commenting from his igloo with as much snow as he's got in Michigan.
All right, so real quickly,
guys in chat should have a contest to see who has the most snow laying on the ground.
Okay, so real quickly, I'm going to switch over and show you this file. And let me see if I can bring that up. And over here in this file, when you get this file, you'll see that there are a bunch of different styles for Valentine's Day. And you'll see some odd ones like this that are blank. These odd ones are ones that would go in the middle between two layers if you wanted like front and back side. So that's what those blank ones are. You could do these out of acrylic. You can do them out of the Silly-Winks like I did earlier. You can do them out of 1 millimeter wood or even 2 millimeter wood. You can do them out of just about anything. And the reason that I made these, I actually have about 300 or maybe 275 of these. I have a local lady that does flea markets or what is it? Is it a flea market? I think it's a flea market on Saturdays. And she sells all types of jewelry. And I make her these earrings out of acrylic and out of wood and out of different species of wood as well. And she takes and makes them into really beautiful works of art. She decorates them and puts little feathers and sparkles on them and all kinds of stuff. So these are like some of the base files that I'm going to share with you today. And I'm just going to show you an example today. So we'll take just one. Let's just take this one right here. And I'm just going to duplicate that and move it off and get these out of the way. There we go. And now I can just run this one file, like maybe right about there. And the nice thing about the Silly-Winks, which is what I'm going to run this on right now, is that you can run it pretty fast. So I'm going to run this at 1800 millimeters per minute, 80% power, and cut this out. And I will show you on the laser. You can see I've already done that one that I showed you earlier. Maybe I should move this over a little further. Move it over to about there. And I will go ahead and run this one live. And you'll see just how quickly this gets done. And with the Silly-Winks, you always want to do the back side.
I'm going to run mine. I've got some different settings in here. Figure people would like to watch some offset fields and see how they turn out.
All right. Well, I'm finished with this one, so give me one more minute.
Yep, no problem. I'm just announcing what's upcoming.
All right. So there it is right there. This camera won't focus close up, but there is the earring right there. And I think anybody would really enjoy something like this. And
Nice
how long did that take?
Too.
Yeah, it's lightweight. It's going to move around quite a bit in the wind, or with a breeze or while you're walking. I think it's probably going to look fabulous. I've never seen anybody actually wear these yet, but you saw how long that took. You could literally run like on this one sheet, probably 60 earrings off in just a couple of minutes. And I know she gets, when I started giving her these last year, she was getting, I think, $4.99 for them just as is. So a 99 sheet, and you can get maybe 60 or 70 on a sheet, and you can sell them for $3, $4, $5 a pair. I mean, you can't go wrong. And this is just a fantastic little earring. And I'm guessing that everybody has, I've never talked about this on my channel because you'd have to order them from AliExpress. Yeah, you can glue two of them back to back. Absolutely. And that was the reason for the spacer that I showed in the LightBurn file, is you take one, put the spacer in the middle, and put the other one on the back if you wanted to have different styles. So, or you could just put them back to back if it's the same exact thing, and glue them together. Yeah, and you could also, I'm sure there are people out there that are gonna epoxy fill, you know, the hearts or whatever. There's just so much you can do with them, and you know, whether you're using wood or acrylic. If you're using acrylic, buy the 2mm acrylic, so that it's not really heavy on the ear, and or you can use the Silly-Winks, you know. But I'm sure there are more materials out there that you can use.
So I just want to point out one thing. I mentioned it last night in my live stream. We're over halfway there to the magic number of giving away Patrick's laser. So, guys, if you're interested in a chance of winning one of the best lasers on the market right now, totally free, share this stream, like it, and share it. Because not only we got to have the viewers, we got to have the likes. 275 likes, 275 viewers, and we'll stop whatever we're doing and give away Patrick's laser. We're halfway there. It's not unattainable today. We can do that. Make it happen. Share it. You got multiple accounts in the house? Log in twice. Like it twice. Let's give away a laser.
Yep.
Agreed.
It's ready to go. It's packed up and waiting for its new home. It's starting to feel kind of lonely and, you know, like it's not wanted.
And Jerry mentioned, yeah, it's shipping in the U.S. only. Thanks, Jerry.
Yes, thank you.
I got to see
All
if
right,
I can find a way to get you into full screen. Let me see. Maybe if I click on that first. Nope, it just won't do it.
It was funny. You weren't full screen a minute ago, Rich.
I wasn't?
Yeah, but now you are.
Well, I forgot to click that button. That's why. Go ahead, Patrick.
But what button is it? It's weird. Anyway.
It's the different views. It's the one that has the picture of just the one man on it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but even when you thought you were full screen, you weren't.
Now you'll see that I have LightBurn up and my camera's going to flicker, but as soon as I minimize it, the flicker stops. Well, the camera feed, it makes no sense. But anyway, the pink.
Well, that must be an issue in LightBurn.
Yep. The pink is going to run with
it's
an
version
offset.
1.4.02. Just kidding.
I've got 1.5 and it's still doing it.
Yeah, I was just kidding. Everybody always claims the problem is because of LightBurn.
Yep.
I just did an update and now it's doing this.
I think it's something with them fighting for control of the camera.
Yeah. You don't have go to your camera tab and see if you have none selected there.
It doesn't matter. I can select none and it'll still do it.
Close that tab. Close the tab completely. The camera tab. Nope, it's still flickering.
Yep, I've tried all that stuff. But anyway, the pink is going to be an offset fill, and it gets some really cool results, especially in the hearts and then in these frames that are around the text. The text is just going to be a regular engrave, and then this blue is a line, and this red here is a line. And that's it. I'm just going to hit start and run this guy. So I'll switch over to a camera that'll show the laser. And then just let that run. And I'm going to click start, minimize LightBurn, and you'll see the flicker go away.
Wow.
Makes no sense, does it?
Nope. Wow.
Anyway, this takes a little bit. I'll let you know when the offset fills start, and then we can come back to it.
Okay.
Patrick, Chicago Bob's asking, have we mailed out the awards yet?
No, because when I went to separate them, I broke the bases of two of them because they were such a tight press fit. And in my remodel of my shop, I didn't have my CO2 ventilation hooked up, so I haven't been able to cut new bases out. But last night I did get, I should turn the lights on and show you. Last night I did get that finished. So I will be able to send those out probably tomorrow or next day. I'll get them cut and sent out.
And Rich, I didn't know the answer to this last night, and I know you were yelling at the TV if you were watching.
Yes, I was. I know. I probably know the question already.
Ed's asking if we can update the MK1 to the 20 watt.
Yes, the MK1 can be upgraded to the 20 watt, but not the 30.
Thank you,
So
Ed.
there is a 20 watt upgrade for the MK1 10 watt, but unfortunately you can't get the 30 on there.
And on your design there, Patrick, Mark's wanting to know what font are you using?
For which one? I've got like 4 or 5 different fonts on there.
And
So,
Randy's asking what kind of hold downs are those and how can I get them?
Those are the ones that are available on Rich's website. These are from Rich, his hold downs.
Yeah, I don't sell those anymore because the demand was just too high. And Linda was the one printing them. I did some here, she did some there, but she has so much work to do at the other shop that, and plus we have a new arrangement this year where she's taken ownership of the other shop. I can
print them and sell them.
Yeah, you can print them and sell them if you want, Patrick. That's fine by me. But they just take it's too much time and effort and packaging and everything else, and really very little profit. So I just stopped doing it. When Linda was doing it, there was a good profit because, you know, we were getting a lot of orders, and then I had her go into the store and limit the quantity when I started doing it, you know, the quantity available. So it would constantly be out of stock. And then when I'd get 4 or 5 reprinted, I'd email her and she'd put 4 or 5 stock back in the store. It was just too much to manage. I have too much to do here. So, but Patrick, feel free if you want to put those in your store, no problem.
All right. And here you'll see in the corner, I actually have a 6-inch vent running to my CO2. So I got that finished up last night, put up some panels and made it look nice and neat.
Oh yeah, you got a lot more room now with that CO2 out of the way.
Yeah. Yep. So now I've got all that extra space.
That looks
so
nice.
There's my 6-inch that runs all the way to the front of the garage.
Nice.
Jerry,
and then, yeah, right there you see the awards. They're ready for me to redo the new bases. See if I can zoom it. Yep, there
Cool.
they are.
Jerry asked if you were using a Mac, Patrick.
Nope.
No,
Windows.
he's got Windows.
Wait, let me turn it around.
I know
There,
Steve's
then.
afraid of Macs.
Now
I
you
ain't
get
afraid
the
of them. I don't
full
like Apple.
view.
I don't like Apple or apples.
Crapple, you mean?
Apples or Apple, either one.
I love apples, but I don't like crapple. Everybody loves Apple products except for me.
And Sharon, yeah, as long as the honeycomb's metal, they'll work.
Yep.
Because they're magnetic.
Exactly.
Yeah, so basically these are them right behind me. And I think these are the ones that she's talking about. Let me see. I can go full screen now. Look at that. These are the hold downs. There's a magnet in the bottom. And then on the side here, you'll see that you can bend this all the way out. So, and there's a stop in there. And so it'll take any size wood from like 1 millimeter up to 6 millimeter. You just bend it a little bit, push it in, and then the magnet holds it in place. And I have actually found that works better without the magnets. So the magnets make it really hard to get down onto the work area. And maybe if you have 2 of them with magnets and 2 of them without would make it a lot easier. But these work great. So
I found a magnet that's a little thinner, so there's more space between the honeycomb and the magnet, so it's not as
like strong
locked down. It's still there. I'm not going to move around, but it's much easier to remove and position.
With the magnets that I'm using, I use the world's strongest rare earth magnets, and they are strong. If you get two of them stuck together, good luck getting them apart.
Yeah, especially if they're not glued in there. They're just bare pieces. Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah, Steve's got some too.
Yeah, Matthew asked, I think I asked this before, but is the rotary compatible with the MK1? I think
Yes.
even if I upgrade to the 20 watt.
Yeah.
I haven't checked, but does the bottom does not come off the MK1, does it?
No, it does not. So you'll only be doing items up to about 3 inches or so. Oh no, I think you can do all the way up to like a 4-inch tumbler. Yeah.
It comes off, but it's a lot of work to take it off.
And
yeah.
I don't remember this. I remember some discussion. Jesse said he thought Leo said they were no longer selling the 10 and 20 watt upgrades.
They may not be. I don't know. But I do know that they were available. They may not be available anymore. In fact, I do remember hearing Leo respond to that in the Facebook group that they weren't. But, send a message to support@rollyautomation.com. If they get enough messages, go post in the Facebook group. If there's enough demand for it, they'll run another batch.
And I know we've had some of this, but I don't know of anybody that does it regularly. Any wood that you would recommend that has them singularly wrapped? I just got in my 2 boxes of 45s, and they are in a great big vacuum packed package, but not individually packed.
No, I think I only have 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2 left of those individually wrapped. And
I don't know that I'd want mine individually wrapped in my warehouse and here in my workshop. I'm glad that these I've got here came wrapped, but now I can open them and let them acclimate to my environment and them not go all whoppy jaw.
Yeah.
But if you had the individual pieces and you cut it open as you need it, it might want to do something funky, after you've even cut it out or something.
I had
105 away, 105 viewers.
What's
we're at 170.
And we're starting some offset
viewers.
bills.
Alrighty, here you come.
No,
Should I full screen you now?
That's just the line. Don't worry about it. It's just running lines.
Yeah, we're at 172 viewers right now. So if we get up to what did you guys decide on?
275.
275. Okay. If we get up to that 275 number, then we will be giving away a Lasermatic 10 today here on the channel on this live stream.
And
so
this is kind of curious, Patrick. I've noticed this on yours and Jerry's streams. Every once in a while, it looks like your flag is backward. Is it because the camera view is reversed, or are y'all displaying your flags backwards for a political reason?
That would be upside down. Yeah.
Well,
my flag is displayed the way it is because if I turn it around, that's the side that has all the stitching on it, and I didn't want to look at the stitching on the other side.
and you probably know this, but proper flag etiquette is the unions in the northwest corner, regardless how it's hanging.
Yeah,
and that view the view you just showed, it was in the northeast corner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And most flags have most countries, their flags have all types of etiquette that people don't know about.
Oh yeah.
I fly 2 flags out in front of my house, and the top one is the U.S. flag, and then below that, because my wife is from the Philippines, we fly the Filipino flag, which the top, if you put it backwards or upside down, it's still the same because there are 2 triangles that come from the corners that come to the middle, and then it's split down the middle, and the top one is white and the bottom one is red. Top one's blue, the bottom one is red. So if everything is normal in the country and you're not at war, the top one should be the blue one, and if the country is at war or in distress, then you flip it around and the top one is the red one. So there's all kinds of weird little etiquettes that go with flags, and I found that out because I did hang it up the wrong way the first time, and my wife came out and she said, Philippines is not at war. And I said, what are you talking about?
Patrick, how quick will you be set up to sell those hold downs? Bob's World's already asking about wanting to order some.
Let's see. I'll have to add them to the website and then print some out. I think I do have 4 magnets left over, so I could do a whole set.
Well, what I did with mine is I sold them without the magnets. I only sent them to you guys with the magnets. For everybody else, I just sold them without the magnets.
I'll put them up for sale probably without the magnets, and then leave a links where you can just go to Amazon and pick them up.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet. And then those magnets play havoc if you put them in, like a little thin baggie. They play havoc with the post office equipment. So
if I do decide to put some up with the magnets, there'll be a cost associated with that.
Yeah. Well, those magnets are pretty expensive.
Yep.
Russ says the only apples he likes are apples and peanut butter. If I'm going to do apples, I like apples and caramel.
Now we're going offset fill on this frame around the heart.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I love the offset fill because it's just so cool to watch.
It's just awesome to watch how accurate this laser is too.
Yeah. Well, I guess all lasers are very accurate. It's a matter of how you have them tuned. The nice thing about the Lasermatic is that it comes pre-tuned. You don't have to worry about getting rid of squiggly lines and calibration and all that kind of stuff, and eccentric nuts and on and on and on. That really is cool. I love watching the offset fill. 183 viewers. Hey, we might be giving away a Lasermatic today.
Yeah, and Matt's asking what is the giveaway and how to enter. Well, the giveaway we're talking about right now, Matt, is Patrick's Rolly Lasermatic MK1, or the 10-watt laser. And there's nothing to enter. We just have to hit the magic number of 275 viewers and 275 likes. And if you're in the United States, we'll give you a way to enter that for the drawing at that time. Once we hit those magic numbers, and Patrick will send somebody a free laser.
Yep.
So, and Dale Dubs was asking for those that have 3D printers, how about just selling the file for those with the printer and they can print their own?
Oh, I wouldn't sell that file. I would give it to you.
So maybe that's something put on Laser Makers Realm. What you call it, blog.
Yeah, if you want to give the files away, I'll put the file on my website too and give it away there. And people find them and they want the free file, then they get it.
Yeah, no problem. After say an hour to 2 hours after we're done here, I'll get all that prepared and I'll put it up on thelasermakersrealm.com with this video, and I'll also put it up underneath the replay for this live stream. So you'll be able to pick up that STL file if you have a 3D printer for free. I don't see any reason why I would need to charge for that.
Bob's asking if we have a PO box. Well, we don't have one that we share, and given we're all over the country, but if you're needing to send something to somebody, Patrick, myself, or Rich, we can probably figure out how you can get it to us, but we don't have one for LMR.
Well, Patrick and I both have our mailing address below all of our videos in the description. And if you want to send it to Steve, then send an email to hobowithwood@gmail.com and he'll send you his.
Yeah, mine's at the very bottom of all my descriptions.
Now, where is Matt German at? He's not in the U.S., is he?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. He says if he entered it and he won, could he enter and win and then turn around and give it to Jerry?
Jerry's already got one.
Jerry has a Lasermatic. Yeah.
Yeah. Jerry's got two, I think. He's got the Lasermatic 10 and the Lasermatic 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to give it to him.
Jerry cleared that up. Says, Matt, I can't win the laser, but thank you.
But you could pick somebody from the comments that
sure could
tickles your fancy, and we will. By the way, there will be a way to enter if we reach that point.
Yeah,
it will be a comment, and we'll let you know what to comment when we get to that point. If we get to that point today, we're at 188 now.
But where are we at on likes? Because people said we're really low on likes.
Well, I think everybody in the stream should be liking the stream. It should go hand in hand.
Should.
Yeah, I can't see what the likes are. I can only
153.
153. Yeah, so everybody that hasn't liked the video, and if you haven't liked it or subscribed, please do so. I mean, that really helps our analytics with YouTube, and it helps us make more videos like this. And it doesn't cost anything.
All you'll have to do is be in the chat, type the comment, and then when we say, hey, you won, you need to reply and say, I'm here in chat. So you have to be present to win. You can't just leave a comment and walk off.
Yes, we didn't mention that. You do have to be present to win when we do the actual raffle. And hopefully we'll be doing that today.
Yeah, and you will be, because we're going to do it in real time. As soon as we see that, we'll stop, give you the comment, and then you'll be here. You'll win it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just refresh your YouTube, and you'll be able to see the current likes.
By the way, talking about lasermakersrealm.com, which we're not, but we are now, I have turned off the subscription where that you can comment on the videos there. So don't send any more emails to ask to be added, to make comments, because I just had to turn that off because we're just getting too many spam comments and it was too much to manage. So these guys in Russia have nothing better to do than go out and spam different forums and websites and things like that. And I deal with it enough of that every day with my hobby forum, and I can't really manage two of them. So we will not be adding any, we will not be doing the public comments anymore. Sorry.
And
how far are you away? What's your countdown there, Patrick?
Oh, it's getting close. It's just got to do the bottom of this current one it's working on and then cut everything out.
Okay.
I helped out Royal today. I helped him with a few questions in Hobo's world, and while he was there, I told him, yeah, I think we are live today, and I told him 4. So I'm glad you're here, Royal. I was late. I hope you wasn't too late. And Larry's got a question along with here. Winning it today would be much better odds that it was for the 2 machines that were purchased and Leo Dimitri refunded their cost.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
You'd have a whole lot better odds of winning today.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, actually, no. You have about the same odds. I think there were 275 people in that drawing. Divided by 2. So, yeah, you actually had better odds than that. But still, 1 in 275 is a pretty good chance.
And Jeffrey's asking, does a notice go out about the live streams? And yeah, if you're subscribed to the channel, you should be getting the notice as soon as it's scheduled.
No, you have to actually go to lasermakersrealm.com, and then on the left side there, you'll see subscribe to our email notifications. So,
yeah, but if they're subscribed to the Laser Maker channel on YouTube, as soon as
who was it that had the font question?
No, you have to physically subscribe to the email.
But YouTube sends out notifications on all lives that are scheduled.
Oh, they send out YouTube notifications. Yeah, little blurbs. Somebody is going live. Yeah, but we send out an actual email with the links and everything.
Right, but he's just asking in general: is there a notice going out? So if he was subscribed to the YouTube channel, as soon as that live is scheduled, you would get a notification.
Yeah, I almost never see those notifications. That's why I set up the email. It'd be easier just to subscribe to the email.
This
That way
particular font
you'll get it.
that the laser's burning now looks better in line mode than fill mode. So that's why it's running it in line mode. But somebody had asked what font I was using. I was going to name them all off if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Let me ungroup these so I can get to the names. So the one that I use the most often is, let's see, Window.
Speaking of subscribing,
All right,
there's your instructions at the bottom of the screen.
it's called What You Think. And that's the one I used for the most of the text. Used it in 3 different.
What's it called?
It's What You Think.
What You Think.
Yep. WHATCHATHINK.
Ah, okay.
Then I used another one called Bambi. Then the one that's running in line mode is called Willow Hill 1.
And don't forget, folks, sometimes when you, like for a font called Bambi, there might be 10 different Bambi fonts. So
yeah. The 2 of them I have were made. They have CLN in front of them, so that's in front of the What You Think and the.
I think the What You Think is going to be easy. Nobody's going to duplicate that.
So SFW pointed out a valid point here. While the odds of winning might be the same or maybe a little bit less on our giveaway, you didn't have to purchase anything to win.
Yeah, exactly.
So all you got to do is be here, be present, and you can win a laser. You don't have to buy it in advance to have it refunded.
Yep. Which, by the way, both of those orders were refunded, and thankfully, they were both laser machines. One was a Mark II 20, the other one was a 30.
And a couple of people, Jerry's pointing out, if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, you got to hit that bell notification or the bell in order to get notified.
Yeah.
Because Jeffrey's saying, I'm subscribed, but I don't get notifications. You got to hit that bell to get those notifications. So subscribe and hit the bell. Yeah,
I put the instructions down on the bottom of the screen there. But even with that, I still don't get notifications. I mean, unless you have to be on YouTube in order to get that notification at the current time.
I have a separate pop-up from Google that pops up in the bottom left or the bottom right corner announcing any live streams that are coming up.
I don't get that.
Well, I guess nobody else does either. I'm the only one then.
No, everybody else might be. I might be the only one that doesn't. Who knows?
Some channels I get notifications and some I don't, even if I have the bell turned on. It's like there's no rhyme or reason.
Well, it has to do with probably a lot to do with when it was scheduled. If they're not scheduling them in advance ahead of time, you're not going to see a notification because there won't be one.
Well, I can tell you, I rarely get any notifications. I did find the other, and another strange thing is that I get unsubscribed from channels. Like Buster Beagle made a comment on one of my videos this morning, and I clicked on it, and I went to his channel to see what he was talking about. I noticed I wasn't subscribed. I've already subscribed to him 3 or 4 times. And same thing happened with that Mom with the Laser and Build Dad Build and a couple of other channels. I just get unsubscribed for some reason. I don't know why.
So I've got the fonts showing there for a few seconds for those who are wanting to know what they were. And Pop Pop Moo says, "Hi y'all, I haven't got used to the new time slot." Well, guess what, Pop Pop? Me either. I was late today.
We are at 201 viewers right now. Not quite sure how we're doing on the likes. I did find the other file that I'm going to be giving away in my package. So let me switch over and show you that. So this is a 4-layer mandala file. And here you can see these are the 4 different layers. If I were to put these on different layers here, let me see. Let's try 16, 17. Let's just go over here and change this to fill. Oh no, those are all cuts, so that one doesn't matter. Let's see, this one, put on 18. That's a different color. And then this one we'll put on 19. So now if I were to take this one, put it on top of this one, and then this one, and put it on top of these two, and this one, and put it on top of those. There is, let me change my window layout here. That's what it would look like right there. So this is one of the files that's going to be in my package. You just paint the different layers, different colors. And for those of you that have a keen eye and may have noticed that this one over here is not the same size as these 3, it's by design. So this one sits a little smaller onto this one right here. Just gives it a better look. And then there's also a test cut that's going to be included with this. And the thing that you need to make sure of is if you're going to resize this, right now they're sized for a 12 by 12. So if you look up the top here, 11.567 by 10.7. And I know you probably can't see that, but but anyway, these are all sized for a 12 by 12 piece of wood. So they should be good just the way that they are. So this is the other file that's going to be included in the free download.
So V made a comment. She says, if the day and the time were the same, I'd put an alarm on my cell phone. Well, V, darling, I did do just that. But we're supposed to be every other Sunday. And we were live last Sunday too. So that's what got my internal clock messed up. And my alarms on my calendar are still set for Saturday nights. I got to change it.
There's one. Here you can see the cool offset fill effects on this frame.
You can also do this, what Patrick's doing here, by the way, on acrylic and do a sun catcher for your window.
I think I'm going to use the Lasermatic and do a couple of these on glass for an example.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Follow up my Lasermatic glass engraving video.
I got to figure out why that full screen layout is only me.
And I'm telling you, it's you're full screen sometimes, and sometimes you're not.
Well, if I click this button, I'm full screen. If I do it like this, then I'm not.
Okay, but you don't have that option with us.
No. Oh, it's there. You have to pull down the little drop down menu and look for the big single man icon. I know that you guys have it because Patrick clicked it by mistake.
Big single man icon.
Yeah. See the drop down menu next to all of the different styles?
I don't have a drop down.
No.
You don't see the single man?
I don't have it. The only single man I've got the single man underneath the bottom and in each one of our little small piece down below.
Oh, I see this one right here.
That's it. I know it's there because one of you guys clicked it earlier.
But it just is. It
Just
keeps
me.
going back to you. Yep.
I don't know why.
So you're the
Maybe
special
it's the first position. Let me see. It could be it's the first position. If I put you over there, aha, that's exactly
Yep.
what it is. Yep, it's the first position. So if we want to go full screen, we got to move the person over and then click the full screen.
Yeah,
And-
V. That's the point of that one.
and some states, in some countries, some states, some counties.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what's
well,
funny. I'll sneak to on my wife's vehicle and put stickers like my wife's hut, or I'll put them on my truck. Even like my truck sticker says, "My wife's husband is awesome," and then I'll put ones on her car that says, "My husband is awesome," or something like that. I like sneaking that stuff on the vehicles.
yeah, well, if you go to Utah, that would apply though.
That's what I'm saying. Some states it's legal.
Might have 5 to 6 husbands. Or no, usually that's wives. Yeah.
Yeah, normally.
Why doesn't it work the other way around? Why don't women in Utah have multiple husbands?
Would you really want 20 wives?
I think generally men are more unbearable than women.
That's what I'm
saying.
Complaints and whining.
I'm going on 3 days of being a bachelor, and I am loving it. For the next few months, I'm going to be here all by myself. My kids have moved out. My wife's gone on vacation, and I'll be here all by myself. And I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it for the last 3 days. Although my wife keeps calling me on the video chat like 4 times a day. She'll probably call during this stream because it is 4 a.m. in the Philippines. Yeah, she'll be getting up soon.
Jim is loving his Lasermatic. He ran a glass plate on it. So it came out incredible. Awesome.
On which one does he have?
20. I think he has a 30 watt.
So let's see. I think how much time we got left? We got 30 minutes left. Let me see. Recent projects. Does anybody want to see me?
No.
Do anybody want to see me do one of these live? There is a story behind this, by the way. This particular design, well, not exactly this, but I used to back in the mid 80s when I was doing like a lot of woodworking, I used to cut out a heart with an arrow going through it, sticking out either side, and I would put the people's names in there, and that was my saying right there, loving since, and then put the date that they were married, and but it wasn't a clock or anything like that, and that's where I actually got the idea for this one 2 years ago when I did the really bad one that's hanging in my office now that my wife won't put up in the house. Hopefully she'll put this one up. Well, maybe I'll put it up while she's gone. But does anybody want to see me do one of these from
you got a lot of comments saying, yeah, go for it, do it, yeah, why not, let's do it, get her done.
I think I was the only no.
Huh?
Well, I didn't
I think
voice
I was
mine.
the only no.
Look away, Patrick.
Somebody made a comment about you're going to miss her at laundry time. And I know that you always say that it's for some reason your laundry service breaks down.
Yeah.
My magic laundry basket stops working.
Yes, your magic laundry
every
basket.
6 months. It like clockwork. Every 6 months, my magic laundry basket stops working. Typically, I take off my clothes, throw them in there, and the next day they're in my drawer, folded and ready to go.
You need to make a clock that counts down to when your magic laundry basket isn't going to work, and then when it comes back to working again.
That's funny.
So Patrick, while he's getting set up, last night what I did was, I don't know if you've seen this. This is a play on something that complements Rich's Our Father across.
Yes. Yep.
And on the live, I did a short little demonstration showing how I overlapped the letters and created those little lines in the letters to create the overlap look.
Look at that cute, tiny little heart.
It's very
And
cute.
this was the file that I put on the website last night, but I updated. I did it. My personal favorite was just doing it very, very basic, just one single layer with no background. But and one layer for the base. But I queried everybody last night which one they liked better, and I thought they would be kind of an even split, but it was 100%. People preferred this.
I like that one better. I think I just like the two-tone.
Yeah, I updated the file on my website to where it's now got the multi-layer base and the offset. So that's on hobowood.com. But that's what you missed last night was how I did that. And then I was going to be done at 90 minutes, wrap it up. But we talked for another 45 minutes just talking about weather, talking about whatever.
I was probably in bed by the time you wrapped up. I was exhausted after working 3 10s straight. I'm just not in shape for it here lately.
Let's see, where is it now?
Rich is watching his big screen over there.
Yeah, I have to have LightBurn over on that screen.
And then I realize he's just looking at the TV.
No, I'm looking at LightBurn.
You feel like he's staring at you.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you staring at me, man?
I am staring at him.
I have something on my nose? I don't know. What's up?
Valentine earrings, heart clock. Here we go. Bottom left.
We're about
origin.
50 away from our viewer count. How are we doing on likes?
Oh, excuse me.
Let's see. Refresh. 203.
Cool.
So we've got a discrepancy between likes and viewers.
Some of them may have dropped off already.
Yeah, they're not here right now.
226. So just going back to LightBurn real quick. This will be the file that you're going to get right here. And I am not going to include the names. The names go on this side over here. This is the red one. This is the white one. And all you have to do is put the names in over here. And then you put in this space right here, whatever you want to put, like what I did with the loving sense and the wedding date. You put it in this white space over here. So it's just that simple. This is a real easy file. Put one name this way, one name this way. You may not even want to put names in here. You might put something like, I love you, mom, or something like that. I love you on one side, mom on the other side. And for those people that don't know, I'm sure most of you here know, but all you have to do is grab this little rotation right here to rotate it and get it close. None of this stuff has to be exact. You don't have to draw lines to frame it out or anything else. Just put it right about where it looks nice like that. And
curve it to match the clock face and the heart.
Yeah, you can do that too. If you wanted to curve it, you could, grab this little blue dot right here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you could curve it. Now, this particular machine, I have very little control over. So this mouse moves much more quickly than my other one does. You can curve it. You can do whatever you want here. You could even distort it.
Sorry, I had to. Sorry, Rich. Stumbling Bubbling Idiot says, put a hole at the top for a necklace. And then I said, Flavor Flav.
Yeah, clock necklace.
Yeah, that's funny.
Funny, Mike. But anyway, I am not going to. What happened here? Uh-oh. Something happened here.
It's duplicated.
That's what I'm guessing because I did duplicate these. So this is going to be an extra copy. Yep, there we go. And now I've got to go back and take 5 minutes regrouping all this stuff, which is always a pain in the butt.
Bob's got the solution for you, and with your clock. He says, hang it high enough where she can't reach it.
That's true, because she's not very big. So
Normally, if I'm trying to regroup stuff like that and don't want to move it, I just hide the layers. I don't want to move it around.
No, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
That's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I didn't even think of that.
And
there's lots of things that I take extra time doing that I shouldn't have to. And the funny thing is that I teach in my videos how not to do that. So anyway,
we all do it. I mean, I sometimes do things the long way around.
Guilty.
I'm glad I found this before before I put up the actual file, though. So I'm just going to do the base files here, and I don't even think I need to put in a framing square here. Normally I put in the 12 by 12 toolpath, but I don't think I have to. I'm going to just run it just the way it is. And what I've done here is I have, as I usually do, lowered my speed way down to 450 because when I painted the wood first, I wanted to make sure that it cut all the way through. If it doesn't cut all the way through, it'll leave burn marks on the top of the wood. So, the heat will come back out of the crack, the kerf. And I wanted to make sure that it cut all the way through. So I lowered this to 450. I can probably raise it up to 475. I think the library shows 575 or something like that for this laser. And then on this one, I speeded it up quite a bit. So I got the black at 10,250 millimeters per minute and 75% power. I can even go faster, but I just picked that number because it's from the library. So the faster you go, the less chance that you'll have any staining. And if you look at this one that I did here, there was absolutely no cleanup on this whatsoever. So you'll see that it was perfect. All of the lines didn't have the slightest little burn on the outside. Just remember, fast. You got to go fast and high power. And then you won't have to worry about getting staining or overburn or anything like that. So I'm going to run this one with the same settings that I used before. I increased the speed a little bit. And it's a really, really simple project that's only 2 layers of wood. So let me see. I've got that one on there. Go to my laser. And the wood is already on there. I've already focused. I think I'm good to go. And I can just click start on this job. Oh, I want to check the layers and make sure the black's on top. Yeah, it is. All right. And here we go. So I've got this set to fill everything individually.
The one I just showed was actually hardwood. Paduke hardwood is what the color, and then the other one's just the Baltic birch. And then I've got them finished with that triple thick glaze. Oh, and Stacy answered that for me. Yep, Paduke and birch. Thank you, Stacy.
And don't forget, you can get different simulations of different woods just by using some stain as well.
Dave asked if you had a link for the perpetual clock movement.
I don't. I bought that like over a year ago. So I don't actually have that link. I can go into my Amazon account and check and see. If I do find it, I'll put it with the video description as well. But you could probably just look up daylight savings time clock movements, and you'll probably find a bunch of them. I got them from a U.S. seller who put these big things in there that, USA. But he didn't say made in the USA. He said USA right here in Ohio, whatever it was. And then when I got it, it says made in China on the box. So
Rich mentioned that when did you say about an hour after we end the streams when you'll have these available?
yeah, between an hour and 2 hours, I'll have it up on the lasermakersrealm.com.
Lasermakersrealm.com. Soak in
Link
Ray.
is at the top of the comments. It's the pinned comment way up at the top.
I just thought of a demo I'm going to do for you guys. Have you ever heard of scratch acrylic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talked about it once before, didn't you?
Scratch paper, but not scratch acrylic.
Oh, well, I think I saw it at LBX.
Okay.
Don't know what it is, but I've heard of it.
And V asked a question about the clocks. When you make a clock and add a generic clock mechanism, do you have to somehow calibrate it to be accurate on the time? I know I don't have to because
I didn't.
It's going to move the distance. It's going to move in a minute. It doesn't know what time it is, but when you place it and then you set it, then it's going to always be right until the time change. But no calibration.
Okay, so there is something important about setting these things up, and that is when you squish the hands onto the clock mechanism itself, make sure that the minute hand is pointing straight up at 12, and then when you put the hour hand on, make sure that it's pointing straight up at 12. And you can, there's like a square notch that the hour hand fits into that you can turn the knob on the back until it's perfectly vertical so that you can get them lined up perfectly. And then it'll always show, good time. So you won't, the hour will always move in the right spot as it goes around. So will the minute. So I always set these at exactly 12 o'clock before I put the battery in.
Rick's wanting to know, are you using a 10 watt or 30 watt?
30 watt. Yeah, these are not fine engravings. So these are just little tick marks, and there'd be no reason to use the 10 watt.
Are you doing a line after fill?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope, not necessary. These are just rectangles. They come out perfectly.
Twisted Leatherworks is asking will fast and high power reduce smoky edges on a CO2 as well?
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. On any laser. Yeah. Any diode or CO2. That's a lot of people say, why do you use 100% power all the time? Well, it's because I want to go as fast as possible to have as little cleanup as possible. So the faster you go, and I don't always use 100%, like you see on this one. I think I'm only using like 75% or something like that. But, you want to try and, now on a CO2, you got to be careful unless your machine is throttled. So you really don't ever want to go over 70%. Of course, unless your machine is throttled, like some of them are, they're throttled to 70, then you can go 100. But the faster you go, the less debris is going to accumulate on the work.
All right. What I'm going to do on this acrylic is this picture.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see what this is. Ken's asking, have we reached the viewers? No, Ken, it's 275 viewers.
Getting close.
We're close.
Likes. Really close. We can do this today if you guys get busy. Oh, just went black screen, Patrick.
Yeah. I bent my HDMI into my camera, the adapter, so I'm going to have to get a new one. The tripod fell over and bent it. All right,
Tripod
here we
fell
go.
over. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
and then
poor
yeah,
John. Poor John.
Poor guy.
that's funny. All right, I think I have the right settings.
I'm not making fun of you, John, if you happen to be here. He would say the same thing. So,
Pop says he always uses 100%. He's only got a 5 watt.
yeah, he's got a 5 watt. Yeah. No, Steve. My wife cooks for a week before she leaves and puts everything into little Tupperware containers and puts them in the freezer, labeled and everything. So I'm still eating good while she's gone. I'm not a junk food fan.
Was it starting a cleaning pass, Patrick, or something?
No, it's supposed to run the negative. Somehow my setting got switched over.
All right, you're fired.
That is the fun of laser engraving, is always getting things wrong.
There we go.
This is scratch acrylic, and it's just kind of like the scratch paper.
Kind of, except it's acrylic.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what the purpose of it is. Does it only come in one color?
No, it comes in several, but it's very durable. The coating that's on it doesn't really scratch off. I mean, it can scratch off, but
how is that different than the Romark stuff?
It's similar, except this top coating is much
plastic, I guess, and
more
this is
thin,
acrylic,
and it doesn't pick up
too,
fingerprints. Like, pretty cool.
Is it expensive?
This was a sample set I was sent. I don't remember the price. I'll have to look it up. These are close to the right settings.
Oh, that's looking nice. Yours is going to finish before mine.
I'm watching the camera. Yeah, the eyes are close. I think these are close to the right settings. Not quite enough power.
Those eyes look impressive from here.
Yeah, I think when I last used this file, probably adjusted the setting and switch it back.
Woo! Jeremy says that stuff is like 10 pieces for $63.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
I agree with you 100%, Andy. And that the Recipes on Wood series is not really that popular, but I will get to it. The jambalaya is not going to be next. The gumbo is going to be next, and then the jambalaya after that.
What size are those pieces, Patrick?
Looks like 5x7.
These I scored and broke that one off.
Oh,
pieces I got are about 12x12. Yeah, that's not quite where it needs to be. It wasn't the right settings, but
hang on,
it's close.
I got it now.
I can do it with the correct settings. Let's see. Focus.
I don't know if we have time as long as that takes, Patrick.
That looks nice.
Yeah. Or I can just show you the one with the correct settings.
All right. Keep moving people around here. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look
wow.
at that.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, good job on that.
Yeah, that one came out pretty incredible.
So I am
oh, I remember where my settings are now.
I'm coming down to the final few minutes on this. Oh, I forgot to turn on my fume extraction. Gee whiz. That's not good. Now it's covered in smoke in there. There we go. Starting to clean it out now.
Which fiber are you using, Patrick?
This is the 60-watt 60-watt monport JPT.
That's the
I know
JPT
exactly
mobile.
what I did. I used the settings that I was using on this same brand. They're silver and black acrylic. And I forgot to change them back. But there's how their acrylics looking.
And I meant to mention, I forgot about it. Being late really threw me out of whack, but I sold a ton of these at the LightBurn experience, and I got some more in little 9-inch olive wood cutting boards. And these are beautiful pieces of work. And I've added those on Hobo with Wood this morning. I think I've only got 13 of these left, and they sell online for $40 and $50. I think I got them for nearly half that.
Dang, we're at 228. We're less than 50 away.
Getting
We're running
close.
out of time.
Now that's the first layer of how many, Rich?
It's just 2 layers.
2 layers? Okay.
Yep. So I'm not going to do both of them right now, but there it is. That's 1 layer. Didn't take very long. 12 minutes. 12 minutes and 8 seconds, it says. And that's cutting it out and engraving it. And this engraving didn't quite come out as good as this because this one was already painted white. See the difference in the color?
In the what?
Yep.
The color. In the color.
The collar?
Yeah. So the one that's painted white came out nice and black. And if I were to do it on natural wood, I would increase the power up, because this I did at 75. I would change the power to 100. It would come out just as good, but that's pretty decent what you see there. And then the second one is just I'm not even going to run it, just going to be the outside, which is just that cut. And then I nest the names in with, let me show you. On here, if I were to...
This material is not clear. I just saw a question. Not clear.
I'm just going to show you real quick. Let me unlock that. Well, actually, I'm going to do 12 by 12 toolpath, top left corner. So that what I do that now is take the names that go up here, the third layer, and I nest them right inside here. So this, what you see here, this is the actual size of the wood. So I just nest the names in here and cut those out in the same, either one of these you can do it on. But real simple project that anybody can do in, let's say 15 minutes. Well, if you have a 20 or a 30 watt, I am actually running this in 20 watt speed with the 30 watt. So if you have a 20 watt, let's say, it would take you probably 15, 16 minutes to do the whole thing. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 18 or 20 could be. But this one here took me 12 minutes. So 12 minutes for this piece and maybe another, who knows, 6 or 7 for the other piece. But real easy job, real easy to do. Anyone can do it. And these files will be available on our blog, lasermakersrealm.com, for free download in a zip package for anybody that wants them. So there'll be a bunch of files in there too. You'll get the earrings, you'll get the mandala, and pretty much everything that I've talked about today from me. And Patrick is going to send me a zip package with several of his files that he showed today. And
grab the You Make My Heart Sing from the from the December thing, because that's a good Valentine's thing too.
okay, if you can send it to me, that would be better.
Okay.
That way I don't have to go looking for it.
Well, one thing you are going to have to go look for, like it or not, is the clock mechanism. People are saying they're going looking and they can't find anything. Carl said he can only find digital, and there have been about a dozen people asking, "Hey, can you get us a link? Can you get us a link?" Nobody can find them.
Hang on a second. I can check my Amazon orders.
How about you go to clockparts.com and click clock movement?
That sounds like it.
And then you'll be able to find the USA auto set motor.
Okay, thank you, Patrick, because you know what? I didn't get it off of Amazon. I got it off of clockparts.com. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for. I just put it in the chat.
Oh, great. Okay, so I am happy to hear that, because I would have went and looked on Amazon. I would have never thought to, and actually the receipt's in the box, so I would have eventually figured it out.
Here they are. I'm gonna have to get a couple of these. I want to make one of those clocks now.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Hobby Lobby has them too.
Yeah, that's what Chicago Bob said. Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I see that. Bob just said Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Hobby Lobby has them.
But these are cheap, like $10-12.
Roy, you might have to resubmit that, because I don't. Do y'all follow that? Where do you list at Later Maker around? But where is it at? I don't follow that question there.
I think maybe he's talking about the email list.
Rephrase that, Royal, and send it through again. I want to help you out, but don't understand the question.
If you're talking about the email list, wait at the top of the comments there's a pinned post that will take you to thelasermakersrealm.com, and scroll down just one little scroll, and on the left side you'll see a sign up. It'll say put your email address in to sign up for notifications, and you'll get notified the day that we go live. I think that might be what he's talking about.
Maybe.
So I wanted to point out too that if you guys have any suggestions that you want to make for upcoming live streams, what you'd like to see us do, the email address for that is thelasermakersrealm@gmail.com. And if we use your idea and we create the project live on the live stream, we'll send it to you, a finished product for free. So right there at the bottom of the screen gives you all the details about that.
Where is the links on the Laser Makers Realm?
Links to what?
Links for the downloads.
They're all will be right on the front page after the show.
Yes, it's not going to be there right now. It's going to be about an hour or two after the live stream. You'll see it's the Laser Makers Realm is a blog, and it is all of the live streams that we've done in the past in order. And today, a couple hours after the live stream, you'll see this one at the very top of the page. When you click on it, there'll be this video of replay of what we're doing here. And below that will be the downloads. And you can also just come back to YouTube and come back to this live stream, and the links will be below there as well. All right, so we are at 90 minutes. We didn't make our goal today, which was 275. We only made it to 228. I can't believe that we can't get up to 275 viewers. I mean, that doesn't seem like a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
It's not a big number. Are you guys sharing this on your socials? If you're sharing these out, I'm sure we'll get more viewers the following week.
I don't see any of the daylight savings time movements on the Hobby Lobby website. I know people are saying Hobby Lobby, but we're specifically talking about the daylight savings clock movement that auto forwards in the spring and auto basically stalls out for an hour in the fall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it does. Let me get that receipt.
So I don't see those at Hobby Lobby, but they do have them at clockparts.com. And it's called the USA Auto Set Motor.
That's what it is. Actually, my receipt says clock-parts.com. They may have changed it. Is it just all one word, clockparts.com?
Yep, that's why I'm at clockparts.com.
I guess they changed it because my receipt says clock-parts.com.
I just sent you the file for Heart Sing.
Okay. All right. Well, we are at 1 hour and 31 minutes of the live stream. You guys got anything else? We'll wrap it up.
Nope, I do not. Just everybody that's watching now, remember in 2 weeks at 3 p.m. to share on your socials that we will be live again trying to give away a laser.
Yep. Everybody remember that.
Everybody.
3 p.m. Set your
3
alarm.
p.m. Eastern.
Hey, do like I do. I put an alarm on my phone.
I've got one that goes off at 9 p.m. on Saturdays. I got to change it.
Yeah, well, you need to change that.
Yeah.
So, okay, everybody, thank you so much. In about another hour to an hour and a half, the downloads will be available for free on thelasermakersrealm.com. Just look for the blog for today's video. Click on that, and you'll see the downloads right below there. And that's about it. Now, you should be, with all of these different files and all of these different choices, you should be ready. Oh, I do want to make one more comment real quickly. When you download my package, you're going to see that the file name for LightBurn is going to say something like, whatever the file name is, and then it's going to say bottom left origin. And then another one's going to say top left origin. And another one's going to say top right origin. Make sure that you open the file that fits your laser. So look at LightBurn and look for the little red square in the corner. It's going to either be in the bottom left corner, the top left corner, or the top right corner. And whatever corner that little red square is in, that is your origin, your machine origin. So you have to pick the right file. Otherwise, if you open the wrong one, it's going to be backwards and upside down, and you won't be able to run the project.
Andrew Hohen, thank you for your donation. We appreciate it. He donated through Zelle.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
In the origin, a green square, not a red square?
The machine origin is a red square. The green square is the project origin.
Okay. All right. I knew I had an origin that was green.
You might have a red square and a green square in a corner. Whatever the case is, you're going to look for the little red square. And that, like I said, one of those three origins. All of these files will be available in all three origins. So if you have most diode lasers are bottom left. If you have a Neje or an Xtool, it's going to be top left. If you have a CO2, it's going to be top right for the most part. So look for that origin in LightBurn and make sure you open the correct file, or else it won't. It'll be backwards and upside down.
Well,
so
you got to just flip it.
It doesn't always work because some of the things don't flip properly. So some of the parts may not flip properly unless it's all grouped together. So anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching. If you guys got anything else to say, now would be the time, because I'm about to hit that button that says end stream.
Subscribe to my YouTube. That's it.
Bye, everybody. See you in 2 weeks.
And we'll see you.